Today, a game that makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wake Forest. The Demon Deacons will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. So NC State's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Off play action. Oh, they're after him. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first 2 plays. They went incomplete first down, and now they take a sack on second down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense. And I love the fact that they're going to be aggressive trying to throw, but the execution has got to be better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Had to throw it before he wanted. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll haul it in right around the logo. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Wake Forest offense will take the field for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an
Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. How many times do you think they're going to run that one back in film study? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. It'll be a long film study for him. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. NC State will pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
NC State going up tempo.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Bringing the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Give to the running back. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the field goal unit is on the field. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Houston had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans there in Clutch City are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Looking to fire. This time, he's got his man. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Demon Deacons with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to four-down territory. Here's third and short. Unloads to the wideout. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Demon Deacons will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. NC State quick to the line. Rides to the back. Got enough for the first down. At midfield, he's got room. Gashing the knee on the right. Touchdown, Wolfpack. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Let's take a second here and talk Wake Forest. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Welch. Complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. It's caught. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Line getting set on 2nd down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Here's a heat. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. To the ground with the back. There he goes. He's inside the 40. The 20, inside, touchdown Wake Forest. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That's the kind of play that might happen only one time in your life if you're lucky. It's like a hole-in-one in golf. Pollock, a 99-yard touchdown run.
When you get almost 100 yards on the day, you're happy. But when you get it on one carry, it's even better. They give it to him. Once he gets past that 2nd level, no one catches him all the way to the house, 99 yards.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. NC State going up tempo. They'll leave it with him. A collision, and he's stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. From the gun, running back on the move. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The kick is on its way. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And the Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Makes it past the marker. Oh, he got loose. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolfpack. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. They'll try the run. Running to Green. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We reached the break. It's NC State on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Demon Deacons line up to punt it away. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Scanning the field, it's Welch. Fires to the wideout. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the grab close to the logo. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. A shot toward the end zone. intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
What a play by the safety. Really good understanding. Like, listen, if I'm going to sit back and I'm going to play cover 2 and I'm a free safety, I'm free to go get that thing. But I got to see the route. I got to see the wide receiver breaking, understanding the quarterback's throwing the football. And as soon as that hand separates from the other hand, I'm breaking on it. Does a great job breaking on it and making the catch.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain. NC State quick to the line. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Quarterback on the keeper. He's in open space downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
The offense in hurry-up mode.
I love it, and that's exactly how I'm going to play if I'm this defense today. You've seen him. This guy will take off. He'll make plays with his feet. Nice job playing coverage, but with eyeballs on the quarterback. Not allowing him to take off and run when he wants to. Great job. As soon as they see it, they pull the trigger, they come up and they make the tackle.
And they can't make the connection on third down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Takes a hit as he fires.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Makes the catch. It sucks. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Pucks it out of the air. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Demon Deacons come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Demon Deacons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just keep slinging it. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds his man in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Snap from the gun on third down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires deep on the run. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And He strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake.
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. On the option. Breaks into the open. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Welsh. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it, they're on the move. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Great place to start for this offense. The give to the tailback. And some room to work. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's got it on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And the kick is good. And, guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They try to pop a run on the draw. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's going to throw deep right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Welch. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab down the middle.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Back to pass, it's Welsh. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. He lost one down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They kick it away on fourth down. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Oh, he's got some space.
This dude has been
The extra point is blocked. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They go to the wide receiver screen. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Demon Deacons really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Get it out on the screen. Nice move to keep running. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Demon Deacons with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Washington is getting stomped right now. I mean, thrown around the field like a salmon at Pike's Fish Market. Just a brutal performance. They're trailing by 24 to Ohio State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, the running back has it. Runs through the tackle. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. They'll move the tight end. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. NC State going up tempo. Looking downfield, it's Welch. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a pass rush. Gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's complete to the left. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, North Carolina State! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat and you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Pulls it in. It sucks. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. The Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. To the air, it's Welsh. Creates a little space. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. NC State quick to the line. This quarterback part of their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Here's the handoff. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide open downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
That's caught. It sucks. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The give to the back. Turning it on. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Wolfpack, after that big play on the ground, might just run it until they stop it. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Gives it on the option. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. We have come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. The Wolfpack to start the final period here on second down. Dropping back, it's Welch. Caught over the middle, it's Epps. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. NC State going up-tempo. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Nice move there. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. No huddle offense to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. They'll play it safe and try for 3. The official says no good. After the missed field goal, it is still a 12-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man downfield. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. And the Demon Deacons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Rushes on him. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. Snap it to the back. Got a little space. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Leaves it with the back. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Welsh. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
They go to the draw. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looking deep down the right side. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And that is a backbreaker if you're on defense. On fourth down, the opponent's throwing for it. Not only do you give up the first down, but you give up an explosive play. And all of a sudden now, you're reeling a little bit defensively.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks, that's just ridiculous.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Going to swing it on second down. Got his man. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. They'll run it. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. Quarterback keeps it. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. He'll keep it on the sneak. Scores on the sneak. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Tight end now in motion. Looking to pass. It's Welch. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. To the air on second down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. The defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
In this situation of the game, it's so hard for the offense to throw it because you're trailing by a lot, so the defense knows you're throwing it. They've got all these extra DBs out there, little fast guys that can break on the football. The windows are so small to throw into, and that's what happened on that last play. Nice job getting the INT.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. How about the way they attack the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. It'll be a draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll try to pop the draw. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Trying the left side. Find some fresh air. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's